Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sheila Rayam, and I am the Executive Editor of the Buffalo News. I'm here with my colleague Francesca Bond, and today we will talk about our food and drink coverage. This video is one of what I hope will be several videos that will introduce you to our staff and talk to you a little bit about how we cover the news in our region. So today we're talking food and drink. Francesca, talk to me a little bit about how you approach food and drink coverage.
Yeah, well, I've been here for a couple of months now, so it's still kind of new, but it's been a lot of fun so far. I think I take a pretty open-minded approach, so I'm trying to, balance out, cover everyone in the community. I want to be very fair and equal, and I kind of I look at it like covering a whole broad range. Food is such a broad topic.
Right.
It's so important to everyone, and it's a really big part of the economy, and it's a big part of our culture. So I'm just kind of viewing it as I'm going in, I'm helping people understand where to go, what's available to them, but then also helping them understand the stories behind the people in their community who are making us great food.
So it's funny, we all have to eat, right? We love
Yeah.
food. I love food for sure.
Yeah.
And so food and drink is more than, hey, there's a new restaurant opening. There's a larger picture there. What are some of the other stories that you want to tell that people might not think of as, oh, this is a food and drink story?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been really cool as I've been formulating my ideas and coming up with how I want to approach this beat to understand just how many different routes I can take with it. And I remember you saying something about viewing every day as an adventure and how to take people on an adventure. So I'm kind of trying to do that. I'm trying to inform and entertain, kind of like do it all. So, there are important issues. We have a lot of things going on with food inequality around here that a lot of people are also, trying really hard to tackle. So there's a lot of important things to cover there. There's a lot of important things going on with labor and, financial things and just all sorts of things. So I kind of want to, I'm looking at, I want to do the whole scope.
Right, right. When you said you've been here, it's been a couple of months?
Yeah,
Few
I think
months?
2 months exactly.
Time flies.
Yeah.
What, so far, what's been your favorite story that you've worked on?
I had a really enjoyable, probably the most enjoyable reporting experience I've ever had, meeting this woman, this certified tea instructor around here named Atsuko Nishida Mitchell. And I went with the photographer Joshua Bessix. And I had this idea, I met her last year, and I thought it would be really cool to see if she would perform a tea ceremony for us, and we could bring a photographer and take a video and just kind of understand, it's an ancient art of tea, making matcha. She just calls it making tea very simply, but there's so much that goes into it. And just, sitting with her in her tea room in her house and watching her perform this tea ceremony and walk us through, it's been such a huge part of her life. She moved here from Japan when I think she was in her 20s, a few decades ago. And watching her show us the box of tea utensils that she referred to as her security blanket that she brought over from Japan, and how those kind of tea has kind of centered her here through all these years. That was a really cool story to tell because I think I want to honor the people that I'm writing about, especially when I do a profile or a feature like that. So yeah, I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, that was definitely a good one. So not only are you up there, you're writing stories, reporting, shooting video, you also have really supercharged our Instagram account. And tell me a little bit about some of the reels and things that you've done on Instagram.
Yeah, Gusto Eats. Gotta make sure that people know. I was excited to come here and make Instagram Reels. I think that it's a really important and growing part of our industry, and especially with food being so interesting and visual, people have been responding really well to it. So I've been trying to, share a lot of our stories on there and make Reels, especially ones where I can kind of, introduce people to things going on. As I'm learning, I'm kind of bringing the phone with me and I'm taking videos and I'm trying to, I've made a couple of guide ones that have done really well in there, and it's been nice to kind of watch people, want that kind of content and then be able to help them like that. I think that this is an opportunity this week to be really helpful.
Great. So I know that because, again, you're still getting your feet wet on the beat, that you're interested in meeting folks. How can people reach you if they have a story idea or would like to connect with you?
Yeah, I absolutely, really, I'm super excited to meet a lot of people. So please, send me an email at fbond FBOND at buffnews.com. But I'm also available on, you can find the Gusto Eats Instagram. That's really just me. So DM me on there. I'm going to see it. I'm pretty, I check everything. So
Awesome. Francesca, thanks for chatting, and thanks everyone for watching. Again, you can find Francesca on Instagram. Was it Gusto Eats? Gusto Eats. And you can also send her an email, fbond@buffnews.com. And we hope that you will follow our food and drink coverage, and we appreciate you for watching. Thank you.